alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. Here's a look at some of the stats for Cade Cunningham.
And guys, he's fighting it a little bit at the free throw line. In the past 10 games, the stroke just hasn't been what we saw earlier in the season. He'll be trying to right that ship here tonight.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. Cunningham is out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. And for New York, we've got Bridges. Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the center filling out the middle. These two teams, Clark, play a beautiful brand of basketball with an emphasis on ball movement.
No hero ball between these two squads, Kevin. And you're right, it is beautiful to watch. The ball moves, the player moves, they find quality shots, and the assists come in bunches.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Thompson. Cunningham against Brunson. Clock at 4. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Back to Brunson. Towns, a screen on Cunningham. And it's Brunson missing. Robinson on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Harris against Hart. Harris's shot is off.
Got what he wanted, but then blew the lay-in. He tricked that one.
Bridges outside. Hart with the screen for Bridges. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Robinson for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that's something Cunningham takes pride in. Sharp read with that pinpoint pass.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Harris with it. Brunson picks him up. Fires the 3. Harris, no good. For the Knicks, it's been a slow start here. Still without a basket in the game. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And that one was all about offensive execution. Running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Count that one.
Look, we know all players put a lot of work in the weight room. Brunson certainly at the top of the list and uses that strength to shield off defenders really well.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And that one drops for him. Brunson's got his second bucket of the night.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with him.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected. That was something to see.
Good.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Can't get it to fall. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
Harris outside. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Hart. Knicks trail by 5. On the wing, Bridges. Towns is doubled. Just 2 to shoot. Brunson. Detroit with the rebound.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Over Bridges. Harris misses.
Well, it's clear he's frustrated. Just needs to slow things down a touch and let the offense come to him.
Bridges passes to Hart. And Hart pulls it down.
Way too easy for Hart. This is why the defense has to push him out of the paint.
Pass to Duren. Pistons passing it around. Harris kicks to Thompson. Cunningham against Brunson. Now, here's Cunningham. He's guarded closely. It's over Brunson. Again, the miss by the Pistons. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Mikal Bridges cleared for takeoff.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Back to you, Kevin.
And Allie, thanks so much. Back to Anunoby. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. Three-pointer. Thompson with the rebound. Detroit leading by 3. Cunningham left side. Harris outside. Duren a screen. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one is on Towns.
Good find from Harris. Love his team-first approach.
Clark, we're now past the trade deadline. For teams that have made changes, what does that do to chemistry, to camaraderie?
Kevin, it can cut both ways. It really can. You have examples of trades working well for both teams. Sometimes trades are one-sided. Sometimes teams take a while to adjust to new players and new roles. It varies, and it's really all over the spectrum of what it can be in terms of outcome.
With a screen on Cunningham. Brunson against Cunningham. Rebound by the Pistons. Duren's got 4 rebounds in this game. Cunningham inside. Brunson covering. Knicks trailed by 6. Anunoby passes to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
The 7-footer Towns using his size to perfection down low.
Pass to Thompson. And here's Cunningham. Thompson a screen on Brunson. And stolen by Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Here's Bridges. Brunson outside. Nice move. And it's good on the layup. Now just a 2-point Piston lead.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
Here's Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jalen Brunson.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job. Earns himself a trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Towns. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites in offense.
And Towns drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you got to get it to him.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfect.
Pass to Harris. Duran with a screen on Anunoby. Inside. And Duran slams it in.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Looks like it's time to get hyped, Knicks fans. Here they are, your Knicks set spot.
So for the Knicks, Diawara's checked in, and Landry Shamet subbed in for Anunoby. Pass to Diawara. Now, here's Shamet, guarded by Harris. Robinson a screen on Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McBride, sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Pistons leading. Gooder with it. Scoreless thus far. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Robinson pulls it in. New York's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Brunson up top. And he hits it to tie the game up.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Back to Cunningham. And they double up Cunningham. Stewart misses. The Knicks shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Robinson against Duran. There's a screen by Robinson. And that one's good. Shamet.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to Duran. Pistons passing it around. Duran sets the screen for Cunningham. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%. New York's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Robinson finds Shamet. To the paint, here's Diawara. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Cunningham, that's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
The Knicks trailing. Clarkson surveying the floor. To the inside. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Robinson doing the dirty work. He's known for that. Sets the screen, finds a soft spot, and gets himself rewarded.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Cunningham's shot is off. New York with the ball. Here's McBride. Drills the three-pointer. And now a 4-point Knicks lead.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Here's Cunningham. He can't get it to go. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Knicks lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for New York.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Miles McBride out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then there's Towns. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. They're the group New York will start the second with. A nice shot by LeVert.
What a tough make that was by LeVert. Refused to be denied, and great concentration.
And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
Free throw good, McBride. So, Clark, when you talk about Deuce McBride, how would you best describe his game?
An energizing presence. I mean, he brings great energy at both ends of the floor. He can knock down threes, plays with a real pace and fearlessness that injects energy into his team when he's on the floor. He's a great guy to have out there because he can really produce points in short stints of playing time.
Now, here's LeVert, guarded closely. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Isaiah Stewart.
Yeah, his impact on the glass is drifting downward. You know, sometimes as a player, your focus shifts, you redirect your energy toward other phases of the game, and that could be what's happening here. But obviously, it's a bit of a concern going forward.
Herter against Clarkson. Shoots over Herter. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Pistons trailed by 4. And here is Jenkins. Still scoreless. Pass to Herter. This one for 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Here's Clarkson. 11 points for him in that last game against Denver. Driving inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's an excellent finisher, rolling out of picks for the lob.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Clarkson is screen on Robinson. McBride with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. New York, no good that time either. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Here's Holland. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Here's Clarkson. Cans the 12-footer. And the Knicks lead by 7.
Mesmerizing and stupefying the defense. Clarkson carves out space from mid-range.
Cunningham outside. Out to Thompson. Flying his luck from deep. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's McBride. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You take a look at the Pistons, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen that perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And checking out New York, right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
Well, I think for New York, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, guys. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Back to you, Kev.
Establishing the mindset. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Here's Anunoby. The kick out to Towns. Pass to Brunson. Tries again. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And New York making a change here. Hart's checked in. Tobias Harris is checked in for the Pistons. Pistons trail by 12. Harris a screen on Brunson. Thompson outside. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pass to Cunningham. Harris a screen on Brunson. Cunningham inside. Brunson covering. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Carl Anthony Towns at the line. One shot.
The free throw drops for Towns. Clark, how about the spark Jalen Brunson has brought to these Knicks?
Yeah, I tell you, I didn't see it coming in terms of how good Jalen Brunson has been, Kevin. I mean, I knew he was great in college, and I knew he would be a good pro, but to be kind of a franchise player, that's more than I expected. Playoff runs in all 3 years for Brunson in New York. Boy, he's given the franchise a jolt for sure, and he's a joy to watch.
Take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games. In third, the Knicks.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Pass to Cunningham. Shoots over Brunson. Not enough on that one as it misses.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And he's got the confidence. Brunson playing out of his mind.
Thompson outside. Back to Cunningham to end the cold streak. Looking to get it going, and it's good on the way in. Cunningham's got 12 points in the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Brunson kicks to Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his third assist on the night. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. Good. Thompson's got his first points in this one.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Back to Brunson. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Leading the charge. What a huge quarter for him.
Pistons trailed by 19. Outside Robinson. Harris outside. Cunningham on the wing. Over Brunson. Cunningham's shot is off.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
It's stolen by Harris. Pass to Cunningham. Robinson for three. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Cunningham dishes it to Robinson. It's rebounded by New York.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Harris. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Isaiah Stewart.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the two-man game between Brunson and Towns, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew.
No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also. Greg, the Pistons had some decisions to make this summer, with some of their veterans hitting free agency.
And with Cade Cunningham making All-NBA and earning that raise, a title squeeze financially, not easy to keep a high-performing team together.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Harris, that's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Harris has got his first points of the game.
Boy, this is the threat that Harris poses now. He's a scorer from every level. Inside, three-point land, and at the rim.
Brunson kicks to Anunoby. And again, New York with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Robinson against Bridges. And that one drops. 14 points for Cade Cunningham.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
It's Hart on the wing. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Pistons trailed by 21. Duran sets the screen for Cunningham. Robinson pulls it in.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Bridges passes to Brunson. Over Cunningham. Brunson, no good. Detroit's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Thompson finds Cunningham. And again, Cunningham missing. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against Denver. Robinson, a screen on Cunningham. Brunson nags a two-pointer and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I had a chance to look at the numbers for Tobias Harris. He's one of the standouts over the last month, averaging 13 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
That free throw missing.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
That one is no good. So Clark, thinking back to the playoffs last year, coming to this building in New York, those crowds were loud. Wow.
They were, boy, Kevin, they were loud, they were engaged. The Mecca felt like it did back in the 90s. I mean, it's always fun when this place in Manhattan is rocking. There's no place quite like it.
Brunson surveying the D. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Duran, and it's Brunson missing. Robinson passes to Cunningham. And Duran slams it in.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Jalen Brunson has been on display for the Knicks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. He'll get you back to the action after this break.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And you know, for that matchup with the Wizards, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. You know, that's when you let your guard down.
And in this league, Jet, it seems like upsets happen every week. Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Detroit Pistons.
Well, the energy they're putting out is not going toward their defense. Problem is their offense can't keep up with those guys. So the D has to pick up the slack or this thing is over.
Man, you know they're getting an earful right down in that locker room. We'll see who's listening.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
And the way that that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
On the floor for Detroit, the forwards are Thompson and Harris. Robinson is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the center position. Here's Brunson. Banked in off the glass. Brunson's got the first points of the second half here for the Knicks.
Another hoop for Brunson. Really, he's one of the most potent scorers in the league. He's on a heater tonight, folks.
Duren with it. Now guarded by Town. Cunningham's shot is off.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
Towns, a screen on Cunningham. Three-pointer. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Brunson. And that's 15 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Cunningham against Brunson. Pass to Harris. The three. Here's Duren. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And Hart has it in the corner. Back to Towns. 4 on the clock. Rebound, Detroit. Now Cunningham. 14 points for him. Robinson, that's good.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
And Brunson gets it to go.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Thompson outside. Pass to Harris. Now here is Robinson. Defended by Bridges. Now here's Duren. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Duren's got 13 points.
Boy, he's doing all he can to keep them in this game. He still has not missed.
Now Towns. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. Towns, a screen on Harris. Back to Towns. Fires the three. Nailed from three-point land. Towns has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Knicks. Bridges against Robinson. Pass to Duren. Now here is Harris. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Brunson finds Anunoby. No good on the wing three. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Harris passes to Robinson. Now Duren. Out to Harris. Shoots over Towns. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Duren.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Jalen Brunson. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 9th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And you noted it, his points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which players have had the most success from the stripe this month. Tobias Harris is second.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
First free throw is good.
Brunson has really developed into such a leader on the floor. He was that way in college. Quiet but assertive, controls the pace and tempo of the game, creates space for his teammates. Oh, he's really a coach on the floor in many respects.
And both free throws good for Brunson. The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Durant. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
That's good from Durant. The Knicks leading by 21. Brunson outside. They kick out to Anunoby. Just 5 on the clock. And they get it back.
Yeah, you know, we see OG has really improved his jump shot, but I like when he takes that thing inside. Uses his athleticism in the painted area.
Down low, Duran. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Pass to Anunoby. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, if he can somehow get into a rhythm offensively, I think they could stretch this lead.
Here's Thompson, and the shot goes in. Thompson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Pass to Anunoby. Cunningham against Brunson. Out to Bridges. And there's the foul. It's on top. It's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Pistons trailed by 19. Clark, one of the better two-way wings in the NBA, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he's a versatile defender. Has really improved offensively recently, in my estimation. Was 2nd in Defensive Player of the Year voting one time. And over time, like I said, I think he's really added to and rounded out his offensive game.
Here's Bridges. New York, no good that time either. The Pistons have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Thompson sets the pick for Harris. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Ring shot on the way. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And he had all of us at the table quivering. What a move by Cade.
Bridges outside. To Brunson, to end the drought. Thompson with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Duran with the screen on Brunson. Here's Cunningham. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Oh, nice to see Cunningham strike from mid-range. He obviously isn't afraid of mixing up his offense.
And Brunson gets it to go.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there'll be more in store.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
Let's see those stats move.
Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. And a switcher also for Detroit. Jenkins checked in.
On the court.
to Robinson. Now Jenkins. Brunson covering. Thompson sets the pick for Jenkins. Clock at 6. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Here's Durant. Detroit, no good that time either. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Bridges kicks to Brunson. Over Jenkins. And it's Brunson missing. Pistons trail by 18. Jenkins with it. Brunson picks him up. And Duran slams it in.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Brunson outside. Rebound by the Pistons. To the middle. Harris kicks to Jenkins. The Pistons working the ball around now. Harris against Towns. Harris inside. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Robinson loves to hammer it down whenever he gets the chance, and with force.
Jenkins with a screen for Thompson. Outside Robinson. Back to Thompson. Here's Jenkins. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Knicks leading by 18. Brunson outside. And he makes good on the layup. Brunson's got 27.
Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
Pass to Harris. And Jenkins kicks to Harris. Robinson for 3. Robinson pulls it in. New York's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And here is Bridges. Here's Towns. New York needs to get off a shot, and he makes that one. Robinson's got 7 points.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Group in for the Knicks. McCourty's checked in. Andrew Shamet comes in for OG Anunoby. Clarkson, he's checked in for Bridges. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. .110 left in the third quarter of the game. LeVert with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Herter, that's a 2-pointer, and he hits the jumper for 2.
From textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Robinson a screen on LeVert. To the inside. Shamet finds McBride. Here's McCourty. Shamet trains the three-pointer. 6 points for him.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Herter passes to LeVert. Stewart, a screen for LeVert. Shot from 12. And the dunk by Stewart.
Very nice read that time from LeVert. He's a guy who racks up the assist. Very good feel on offense.
Clarkson for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the New York Knicks sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Robinson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's McBride in at the one. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Detroit on D, and it's Robinson with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Clarkson finds Towns. Hey, Clark, we know resistance training is something pretty much every player does. Is that prevalent back in the 80s when you played?
That's 4 decades ago, Kevin, and it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, it's commonplace, and kids get exposed to the benefits of weight training and strength training for any sport, but particularly basketball, at a much earlier age now. So it's part of who they are once they get to the college level and then on to the NBA. But the core strengthening, the stability work of that area between your knees and your sternum, the middle of your chest, boy, that type of work has made a huge difference and would have made a great difference, I think, in my career had it been as prevalent as it is now.
Knicks lead, 89.
Cunningham passes to LeVert. Now Herter. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Right side Towns. Stolen by LeVert. He gets it in there.
Like the way LeVert controls himself, always under control, knows what he's looking for, takes his time, particularly when he's close to the basket.
Outside Robinson. Left side Towns. Shoots over Holland. And again, it's New York.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Cunningham right side. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, LeVert. They grab their own miss. Bounce pass, Herter. And that's good. Harris LeVert for 3.
You know, these are exactly the shots, guys, the coaching staff wants LeVert to take because they know it gets him going.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. A different look for New York. Anunoby, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. And Detroit with a change here, too. Harris is checked in. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Brunson finds Anunoby. And here's Towns. Guarded by Stewart. Fires from 18. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Right now, Towns is putting on a show. It's up to the defense to try to figure out how to slow him down.
Cunningham, a screen on Anunoby. From 12 feet out. Again, the Pistons score.
Got himself into really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
Brunson against Cunningham. It's stolen by Cunningham. Harris passes to Herter. Now, here's Cunningham. Shoots over Brunson. Again, the Pistons score.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth-quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
Clearly going to take a lot of work, no doubt about that, but it's not impossible. He plays at both ends of the floor, and you got to have a bunch of them.
Herter on the wing. Cunningham for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Anunoby kicks to Bridges. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. Anunoby has the open look. Hits it from three-point range.
Nice job of setting himself up for that shot right there. Anunoby knocking down the three.
Brunson against Cunningham. Pass to Stewart. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Here's Harris, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, you can't get overly physical with Harris because once you do, he turns it against you and uses it for his good.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the yard in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
Tell you what, fellas, I mean, an outstanding stretch for Harris has been awesome at adding pieces to his game over time, specifically that three-point shot.
The Knicks making a switch here. Hart's checked in, then for the Pistons. Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Asar Thompson comes in for Karis LeVert. Robinson is subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Towns down low. Duran's on him. And yes, it's good. Towns has got 8 points here in this quarter.
I tell you, I mean, the confidence of Towns when he's facing up, really relaxed and comfortable to let it go without hesitation.
And here's Cunningham. 5 to shoot. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Free throw good. Hart. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to give you everything he's got. His combination of outside shooting and defense is really quite valuable to any team.
Inside, and stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Hart. Out to Bridges. And it's off from three-point range. Detroit's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Harris, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Harris has got 5 points in the quarter. Hart with a screen on Cunningham. Hart outside. Pass to Towns. Bridges for 3. Detroit with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
And I like how composed Cunningham is. Lets the game and his shots come to him.
Towns way outside. And the Knicks miss again.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Harris dishes to Robinson. Lets the 3 fly. Harris, no good.
He's trying to get himself into a rhythm, but at what expense?
Count the basket.
Boy, they tried tying up Anunoby, but he's so strong, he was able to fight through it.
Thompson outside. In the corner, it's Robinson. And here's Harris from the arc. Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 15 here tonight. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Towns a screen on Robinson. For three, Bridges. Duren pulls it in.
Look, bad shooting nights happen to everybody. He's just got to feel fortunate that his teammates have picked up the slack for him.
Thompson passes to Cunningham. From 12 feet out, here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Bridges passes to Towns. Over Thompson. And Towns the bucket on the assist for Bridges. Bridges got 6 assists now in the game. Cunningham on the wing. Robinson sets a screen for Cunningham. Towns with the steal. Pass to Anunoby. Towns a screen on Thompson. Back to Towns. It's stolen by Duren. Thompson against Anunoby. Left side, Harris. Over Hart. Harris, no good. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Anunoby kicks to Brunson. So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.